Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we'll be discussing some of the most popular Linux commands that are used on day-to-day basis. Whether you are working as a system admin, DevOps engineer, or an SRE, these basic commands are important for anyone working with the Linux operating system. This video is helpful if you are new to Linux or transition into DevOps role. We'll try to keep it simple and beginner friendly to help you build a solid foundation. So moving forward, in our upcoming videos, we will be focusing on more insightful content. So let's begin. So interacting with Linux is mostly done by the CLI, that is a command line interface. And for daily tasks, there are bunch of commands that we simply need to know. I have already set up a Linux machine over here on AWS Cloud. If you have a Linux OS set up on a local machine, well and good. You can practice these commands on local setup, or you can also use a free tier AWS account which offers free credits that are refreshed every month. So here I am using Amazon Linux machine. So it is T2.medium. For your free tier account, there is T2.micro that you should use, which allocates 750 hours for the monthly basis. So there are different flavors of Linux also. So currently I'm using Amazon Linux. You can use Ubuntu or any other flavor as per your convenience. So let's begin. So first of all, I will just directly connect to the EC2 instance. Okay, so over here, connect. You can also use PuTTY or MOBA as per your convenience. Okay, so we had logged into the server. Yeah. So first of all, we had logged in as a EC2 user only. As we know, aware of the EC2 machine. So primary, we can log in with the EC2 user. So let's begin with the commands. So first command is uname, which so uname stands for Unix name. This command prints the OS name, which is great for checking what system under the hood that is working on. That is the Linux. So suppose you are working on multiple systems and work machines, and you are remotely connecting to a machine, and you're not aware about like operating system under the hood. So we can use the command. These are the basic commands. So second command we will be moving forward is the pwd command. Yeah, the second command is like a pwd command, and which is used for like present directory. So we are inside the home directory of the EC2 user. So if you go to slash var log pwd, yeah, so it will populate the relative part of the like where we are present. Moving forward, the next command is like cd, that is change directory. We can just go to slash var log, or suppose we have to like go backward, so it will be var space and two dots, it will go to one step back. And suppose we have to go to root, and so we can just use cd, and it will go to like root level. So moving forward, the next command is we can go with sudo, that is used for like giving the root level permissions to the command. Suppose we are logged in as a EC2 user and we want to run some of the system level permissions, or like which requires a high level permissions. So we will use sudo with like suppose system ctl start nginx web server or something. So I have not installed the nginx server. So with the help of the sudo command, we can just run the specific commands. So moving forward, the next command is like mkdir. So it is used for making the directory. The command stands for make directory. So suppose we will use test underscore folder. So this will create a folder, that is the test folder. So if you will do long listing, so long listing used for like seeing the permission as well as the size, and the root user and the group also for the folder or like file. Yeah. So moving forward, the next command is touch. So why touch command? So touch command is for creating the empty file, a log file or something file that we want does with the empty content. So with the help of like file one, we can say ls one l. Yeah. So you can see the file one is created with the site 0 that is empty with the issue to user we had logged in and hyphen is for like file and these are the permissions read, write and execute permissions. So moving forward, the next command we will be looking at like we can also log in to specifically file with the visual editor. We can edit over here like we will just go to test and we will just save it with the colon R and we can just use a cat command. The cat command is next one. We can use file and we will populate. Yeah, so with the help of the cat command and the file name, we had populated the content of the file inside the file we had populated on the terminal. So with the help of the cat command, we can also modify it like so. Suppose we have error dot log file, we can just pipe it to like specifically if we want to find how many the error that error is present on. We can grep it. Grep is mostly used for like filtering hyphen I is used for like avoiding the case sensitivity of the keyword. So we will just use error. So what it will do, it will just take for the input and will pass it to the grep. So grep will find the error keyword from the error.log file, and if it is present, it will populate on a terminal. So error is not there, so that's why we are not running it. So we can also use this command that is error.log. We can just pipe it like grep hyphen I error, and if we want how many errors are there, so we can just pipe it. So this is the important question that is like great question that is mostly asked in interviews. So we can also so please try it at your end also. So we can just do wc hyphen l. So interview we ask how many errors are there, how can you find. So these commands we can also use this command in shell script also to find wc for word count. So input error will be like the command will find how many errors are there inside the file. So it will just populate the number. So that many command errors are there. So moving forward, we can also use the find command also, like specifically we want to find. So find is also command to find in slash means like root and hyphen name. And suppose there is like we can use the if we don't know like specific path or like name of the file. So suppose conf file. So we can use the conf and again we can give the asterisk. So asterisk is like it will work as like all. So before conf and after conf it anything is there and we only are aware about like .conf, so it will populate all the files that contain this hyphen .conf inside the folder of the inside the root. So our next command is curl command. So curl command is used to mostly used for checking the connectivity. So we can use curl google.com, so it will just try to connect to Google, so we can come to know whether we can publicly access to the like internet, or we can also use the Google IP also, that is 0.0.0.0. So it is the Google IP. Uh, so moving forward, we will just check with the touch command. So yeah, so I will just say some of the video editor, or we can say nano editor. So visual editor, vi file name. To edit a file specifically, we can give vi and the file name, and we can enter in the file. So specifically, there are three modes. So insert mode, normal mode, and common mode. So to edit something, we have to go to insert mode. So we have to type I from the keyboard, and it will go to the insert mode, and then we can specifically edit something if we want test new change, and with the help of like colon or wq, or we can use x also and exclamatory, it will just save the content. And if you do cat file name, okay, so yeah, text new change, it will populate. So yeah, to log to like save the content and to use like the command line we will use escape. So that is the like command line to navigate also we can use. And moving forward, like suppose so we want to check the permissions. So ls hyphen l the long listing and hyphen file one. So this is like specifically the directory. So we can also use hyphen l without giving the file name. So yeah, so this is a file and this is the directory one. The d is mentioned, so this is directory. So these are the permissions. So yeah, so r w x. So what it is? R stands for read, W stands for write, stands for execute. So total there are seven. The permission stands for seven. That is first of all, first three will be till execute RWX is for user. Second three is for group, and third is for others. So this is a user, group, and the others. So others have the permission or not. So it will other don't have permission. You have for write. Yeah. So hyphen only hyphen is for like doesn't have the permissions. So this is 7. So if you wanna tweak the permission or give the permission, we can use a chmod and so specifically the 777 that is the group and others user group and others and the file name we will give. Okay, so if you do ls hyphen l, now see you can see it in green with all the permissions over here, and over here the permissions will not, and we will just populate with all the permission with help of the chmod means giving the permissions. Also we have chown to change the user also, which we will look root that is the and file. So yeah, so this is the example which we saw like sudo permission. So why we get this error? So it is like, so we are logging as the EC2 user, so it doesn't have the permission we can say to tweak the specifically file permissions. So it is not authorized. So that operation not permitted. That is the error. And so which we use sudo. That will give root level permissions to specific command. So with help of it we can do it, and we will just do long listing and see root. The user and the group will be changed. Now it will be inside the root. Yeah. So moving forward, we can also do chown hyphen r to change inside the directory also, like hyphen test, yeah, test folder and nothing. So we can do it. But if you want, like, we can go like test. We don't give the permissions. Okay. Test folder, and inside the folder there is specific file. It will also get the specific permissions with the help of the hyphen r, that is the recursively. So moving forward, we will also see the truncate command. So suppose you don't want to delete the specific file and you want to just delete the content of the file, we can use the truncate command, which will only delete the content. So okay, so the file has 16 and the file name, so contain hyphen s, we use for size. We can use like it is 16, so we can use like 8. The size is in bytes. So file name, okay, and now highlight F1IL, you can see it has been changed. If you like cat to the file, there is nothing. Why? Because it has deleted. So there is only test hyphen new when we cat it. So we can just enter inside the file. Okay, test hyphen new. And there was a new entry also. It was deleted because the size we had reduced the size. Yeah, so this was some of the commands. Moving forward, we'll look for like more advanced. So these are the basic commands. So we will look for like more advanced, which are used mostly asked in interviews for the Linux. So stay connected, subscribe to my channel, and in future videos you will just look for more Linux commands, which will be in advance. And looking forward, we will just explore the more of the GitHub DevOps and like DevSecOps also tools that are mostly asked in nowadays in the interviews. Thank you.